And now for Richard Burgon.
Friends, it's so wonderful to see so many people here today in support of the next Prime Minister, Jeremy Corbyn, and in support of the next Labour government. Tonight, friends, is another example of a Labour Party on the forward march together, offering people and communities the radical change that they want to see. A Labour Party that will ensure that our communities thrive once again. It's 10 years since the global economic crash, and 10 years and our communities have had enough. They've had enough of stagnant wages. They've had enough of cuts to services, and they've had enough of cruel Tory policies ripping apart the basic fabric of our communities. I can feel it, can't you? I can feel the fact that our country is thirsty for real radical change. The last general election was a huge advance for Labour and for socialist ideas. And I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every single one of you, the ever-growing number of Labour Party members, the ever-growing number of Labour Party voters for the role that you played in that general election last year. But that was just the beginning. Millions more people backed Labour, and we are working hard together to ensure that many more do in the future. At this year's party conference, we'll be showcasing our ideas to reach out to millions of more people to secure a radical Labour government and to ensure that Jeremy gets those keys, along with all of you, to number 10 Downing Street. Jeremy has asked all his shadow cabinet to be ready for government. He's asked us to be preparing the radical policies so that from day one of a Labour government, we're working day in, day out for the many and not for the privileged few. And as Jeremy's Shadow Secretary of State for Justice, I'm going to use the Ministry of Justice to deliver justice. Justice for working people and their families. And in Liverpool, of all cities, don't families know what it's like to struggle for justice? Don't families know what it's like to win justice? Justice for the 96. Justice for the 96. And huge respect to the communities that stood shoulder to shoulder with the 96 and their communities against the Sun newspaper and the rest of them. We're on the side of working people and their families. In the Ministry of Justice, we're going to empower communities to fight back against the injustices that they face day in, day out. We're going to return legal aid to being a pillar of our welfare state. We're going to boost local law centres. Why are we going to do that? We're going to do that for a simple reason. We're going to do that so a single mother can fight back against their lousy landlord. We're going to do that so that people being exploited at work can fight back against their bullying bosses. And we're going to do that so that people with a disability can fight back against the dodgy benefits decision of the DWP that's mean that they have to use a food bank. Together, we're going to ensure that our justice system works to make our communities safer, Because we know, don't we, when the Tories cut youth offending budgets in half, when they slash police numbers, and when they force youth centres to close, we know, don't we, who pays the price. It's not Boris Johnson, Jacob Rees-Mogg and the rest of the Bullingdon boys that pay the price. It's communities in Liverpool and right across the country. And I'd like to say now that in the Ministry of Justice, when I'm Secretary of State for Justice in Jeremy's government, we're going to end the Americanisation of our justice system. We're going to end the situation where the interests of private companies like the G4Ss, private companies like the Carillions are put first and society pays the price. Liverpool, I'll finish on this. Tony Benn once said, we're not here just to manage capitalism. We're here to change society. And Liverpool, you know, when we get into government, you'll be coming into government with us to together change society. A government of the people, for the people. And when we go into government, it won't just be the achievement of Prime Minister Jeremy Corbyn. It won't just be the achievement of members of the shadow cabinets. It won't just even be the achievement of those lucky enough to be Labour members of Parliament. It will be the achievement of over 500,000 Labour Party members. It will be the achievement of our trade union movement. And it will be the achievement of our communities and our wider society. It will be your achievement. I thank you. Thank you. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you're going to do. Let's work together to make Jeremy Corbyn the next Prime Minister.